I guess the world changed for us on April the 1st with all the changes that are now coming in around not just the bedroom tax, but all of the tax changes that are wrapped up with the new universal changes. And although disabled people, we've been experiencing the effects of these attacks now for around 2 years, with the changes to the way in which unemployment disability-related benefits are assessed. People are well aware of the damage and that's caused to many people, destroying many disabled people's lives and opportunities, and now we're getting hit again and again and again. Disabled people have been, council tax bills are arriving on their doorsteps. At the same time, councils are telling people that they're over-occupying. We know that 6 out of 10 families that are going to be affected by the bedroom tax contain a disabled person. And these are all members of where people are in poor communities, where high unemployment rates mean the job opportunities, even if they did exist, we face huge barriers to employment. We're being stuck between a rock and a hard place. DLA changes are just starting to come this year. The anxiety of that, which is going to drag on for many disabled people for the best part of this year. We've seen the results of the work capability assessments, and we know the coroner's reports coming out saying that they've been contributing factors to people simply giving up and finding a way out is suicide, rather than continuing to live in the poverty and appalling conditions that they're being forced to by this vicious government. At the same time, we did get today the news about the energy companies' record profits. At the same time, we're hearing about more contracts being given out to companies like Atos and Serco and Capita, who are licking their lips as the public sector is being privatised and destroyed. That's why we're going up today to take part in this action with Uncut.
We went to a Labour Party Disability Summit in Southwark. That was held with Liam Byrne. But in advance of that, we collected 1,100 signatures in the space of a few days. And we put out a joint statement on the Labour Party bedroom tax campaign and workfare, because as part of their campaign, Labour said that they would be tough but fair. Well, where have we heard that before? Paraphrasing the Tories, and that after 2 years people would be compelled to take a job. In response, our joint statement says that we reject any sanctions whatsoever being put on people. They do not seem to understand that free labour is what it is. We cannot be held within the chains. We want a social security system that allows people to live with a modicum of dignity while they find themselves unemployed. Some people will never work again. And to punish people simply for being chronically ill or for having impairments is morally wrong.
Yeah, it's not stupid. It's not that.
It's not about me. I'm not bothered about me. What happens to me is irrelevant. It's about the next generation. We fought for years for this. We fought for accessible transport, decent standard of living and everything else. And I understand people are having difficulty paying the taxes and whatever else. And I quite happily go to work. But the one place I could work, they've closed down. Remploy, they've shut.
Supported living place, and it's got 4 bedrooms. And the reasons why it's affecting me for is because I'm on full council tax and stuff. So I wouldn't like them to ask me to pay for poll tax or the bedroom tax where I'm living, because I think it's a shambles.
Right, and here we are.
Yeah.
Do you have to go to court? Please, no.
It's hard from here.
Okay, a bit more. Everybody might as well come in. So the gate's open, so we haven't trespassed.
The doorbell as well.
Hello?
Ali.
If anyone's got a smartphone, it'll be great to take some pictures and tweet them immediately.
Who wants to
Do you want to get in front of the pictures for the cameras? Bring the banners.
Yes.
I'll read out the statement. To the occupier, Mr. Iain Duncan Smith. You are summarily informed that your house is to be repossessed by UK Uncut, Disabled People Against Cuts DPAC removals under Section 7A of the Protection of the Welfare State Act 2013. As stated in the terms of this Act, the person or persons will be asked to vacate the premises if they are deemed responsible for or profiting from any of the following. The bedroom tax, which will affect 660,000 people in social housing, taking away an average of £728 a year and forcing thousands from their homes. 2/3 of households affected have disabled people living in them. Black Triangle, the sister campaign of DPAC, speaking as a Scot, I like to say that because of our history and so on, 80% of the people in Scotland will be disabled households. So I've come down here from Edinburgh today in solidarity with everyone. The ending of DLA, Disability Living Allowance, and replacing it with PIP, Personal Independence Payment, which means that 500,000 disabled people will lose their disability living allowance. They will also lose their mobility. They will in effect be made prisoners in their own home. Under Section 7B, the hypocrisy clause, millionaires with many spare bedrooms such as this one could expect immediate eviction.
I could live in there. But this is very nice, I must say. This is very Jane Austen, really.
Yeah.
Down the back here. Oh, very good. Nice hedge, bit of a maze. I do like the sprawling lawn. Oh, look, a gambling lamb. How gorgeous. Oh, this is very nice. That's where the workers go. Yeah, I could live here. I could live here. Hey, here's the tennis court. No. Or you're swimming in the lake or looking at the gambling lambs. And tennis. Could do with some repairs though. He needs to speak to Oliver Letwin about it. Free tennis court repairs on the taxpayer. Yeah, the eviction notice. Dom, great moment. What do you think of the pad?
Yeah, it's
not a bad gift, is
it's
it?
lovely. It's not probably the best place to be designing welfare cuts, though, for a country which is undergoing an economic crisis.
How many spare bedrooms do you think are in there, Dom? This is the question.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
He needs to respond properly to the people who've signed the petition. It's an incredibly large number of people, nearing 500,000. That shows it's a deep public concern, and he should address that. And that's what a democratically elected leader should be doing, is addressing the concerns of the people who they are influencing. It's trying to shape a society in a way that we don't want it to, where it's vicious to people who are vulnerable, where it is callous, and ultimately it doesn't even work.
That's not Auntie Jean, that's not Uncle Joe. The people they know who are now being labelled as Ben. Probably going to be on the news.
So, do you want to say something, Sam? What do you think?
I think he's a bastard. Well, we're just about to order pizzas and put
That's a good idea.
I'll put the money in the householder's bill. We're out in the community, are we?
Big society in action, man. It's a real thing.
Not my fault they didn't turn up. The best part of it is, you see all this, it's karma. He's going to end up in a wheelchair one day, sitting outside somebody's house, and they're going to go, you know what? Remember what you did to us? Sorry, pal, we're not raising anything. I've been doing disability rights for 30 years, what we've done, and now with DPAC, and this is really the worst it's ever been for not just disabled people, but the whole communities around the country have been devastated by the cuts and by just soulless disregard for people's for rights and their lives. And
one that Iain Duncan Smith knows very well. DPAC's been fighting this man now for over 18 months, and surely he's got the message that DPAC, disabled people, are not going anywhere. We are going to keep coming for him day after day. We will hound him round the country at any opportunity we get. We'll make his life even more a misery than the misery of lives he's making for the tens and thousands of hundreds of thousands of disabled people.
We're being told that they're going to be spending God knows how much on this funeral. As much as I dislike the woman, everybody deserves a little bit of respect when they're dead. But to quote one of her great speeches, I'm not returning, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit here, come back and come back and come back until something changes, until people's mindset changes. And to quote Winston Churchill, never has so much been owed by so many to so few.
Yeah.